Hi guys, my name is Alexis Fazio. Welcome to my YouTube page. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like my videos. Today is just a short little recap video of my birthday. I just wanted to take you all a little bit into my world. So I will say for this year, for my birthday, I think I did a little bit more for myself than I traditionally do. I'm one of those people that I don't necessarily go into my birthday with much expectation. I don't know, some people, they like to have a whole birthday week, they have a whole big friend group circle, they go out, they celebrate, they live it up. That's not necessarily me, and that's never really been me. It's always been very low-key, maybe a dinner, a cake, and that's it. So I mean, that's essentially what I did this year, but I did a couple of other things to make it feel just a little bit more special for myself. So I've been a little indecisive on whether I'd like to share my age or not. Not that I personally think it's a big deal, but as someone who is in entertainment, as an influencer creator, content creator, people are weird about age for whatever reason. I actually just turned 29, which is insane to think about. I think if you're someone, you're close to my age or you're in your 20s, you hear from everyone that, you know, time's gonna go by fast. You're gonna get older, one day you'll be 30, and you never really think it, and then it just kind of happens. And of course, like, I'm not 30 yet, but I already feel 30, if that makes sense. So like, I'm already kind of telling myself that I am 30 to get prepared in that mindset of like, you know, it's okay to age. I do want to talk about my birthday and the things that I did, but I want the focus of this video to be primarily about how it's okay to age as a woman and how much pressure that we have in this society. I feel like every single year when my birthday comes around, I tend to have a lot of panic attacks. Like this overlining doom kind of comes over my head and I feel really sad. And I had to start asking myself, why do I feel sad? You know, is this me or is this society? Is it culturally? Like, what is it? I think it is a mixture of both. I think for me, sometimes getting older means that we tend to measure our success based on other people's success. You cannot compare your success to other people. We are all on our own paths. We all have had different start journeys, trials and tribulations, family dynamics, socioeconomic dynamics. There's just a variety of differences from one person to the next. And so for you to sit there and to judge your life or measure your success to the next person, you're truly robbing yourself of all of your achievements. And I think this is something that I'm slowly but surely working on, especially as, you know, a 29-year-old woman. I think in my early 20s, it was so easy to compare myself to friends that I grew up with, seeing them buy houses, buy cars, have babies. And it was hard because I wanted those things too. I wanted to have financial freedom. I wanted to buy a house, but then I had to realize these are people who came from 2-parent households, you know, had their college paid for and had financial help. I'm in a different league of my own. I grew up in a single parent household. I had no money to go to college. If I wanted to go to college at a very young age, my mom taught me like, okay, you're gonna have to go out and get it yourself, whether that be scholarships, grants, whatever it is. Well, I realized that a lot of my life was spent hustling, going through school, just trying to survive, trying to keep my head above water, while other people had different family dynamics that gave them that opportunity to buy a house at that time, or that opportunity to be able to start a family at that time, you see? And this is not for me to compare myself or go, oh, other people have so much more than me. It's not even about that. It's just the fact that I have lived and have seen a lot more than the average person. So for me to sit there and get down upon myself and to contemplate and think that I'm not successful, that I'm not good enough because I don't have what that person has, come on. So I think that's something that I have learned, and it's taken me a long time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I still have days where I compare myself to other people, but I think it's definitely decreasing the older that I get and the more I'm realizing like, this is my path, this is my journey. When it comes to me, it will come to me, and I don't have to rush anything, and I don't have to be somewhere at a certain point of life. And I think I was very hell-bent on that, and like when I was like 22 and 23, I was like trying to just rush everything. I wanted everything right then and there, and I didn't get it, and I didn't understand why. But now I do. Now I see it's a process, and it feels good when you work towards your goals and you work towards things, and then the fruition of your labor come to life right in front of your eyes. That is the beauty of getting older. I know this sounds kind of corny, but you know, watching the new season of Sex and the City whether or not you liked it, whether or not that was controversial, to watch women that I watched as a very young child, you know, in their mid 30s, 40s, to now in their late 50s, early 60s, still living their life, still talking about their family, having a sex life, like shopping. It showed me that getting older is really a blessing. Like, it's truly a blessing to be able to see another day. Instead of dwelling on the fact that I'm getting older or things are changing, I'm just trying to learn how to take it in stride. Whatever happens in the future. All I can do today is just live in the moment and do things that can help. For me this year, I think I personally would like to focus a little bit more on my mobility, just getting out and walking, you know, drinking more water, just little things like that that can help push me into that right direction, if that makes sense. So I think setting small goals for yourself each year that can only improve you or help you to grow and become better is the best way that you can tackle aging without having to live in fear over the unknown. What is it gonna be like? Because at the end of the day, you hear it from people, but it's true. You cannot stop the aging process as much as you want, as much Botox as you can get, facelifts, whatever. You're still going to age. Mentally, you have to be okay with that. And I think that's just something that I have personally been working on this year, is how I can process that and be okay with that. I just feel like at this age, I'm so focused on my career right now, doing my body positive advocacy, my plus size modeling, being a content creator, that sometimes I can get so wrapped up in that the days just go by. So I think taking a little bit more personal time to just, you know, compartmentalize some of that and just, you know, do things that make me happy is another goal for 29. So let's see next year if I can get there or not. For this year, for my birthday, I decided to treat myself to the Dry Bar. I took some videos here. If you don't know, the Dry Bar is a really cool place. You go in, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. They wash you and then they blow dry your hair out and they'll curl it. They will work on people who have extensions. So it's really cool. And it's just a nice little treat, you know, for yourself if you want to go get your hair styled for your birthday. I like never ever get my hair professionally styled by other people. So it's just a nice treat every now and then for an occasion like your birthday where you want to feel pretty and take some pictures, whatnot. The next thing I did is I came home and I made content for TikTok. As always. If you all are not following me on TikTok, you should be. I literally just hit 200K. Guys, I've been working so hard on my TikTok, so I'm so proud of that 200K. But I made a couple of these TikToks, as you'll see here, just modeling my birthday outfits, having fun. And then the first night we went out to eat to the melting pot. The melting pot's amazing. They basically just have like this pot where they melt. Well, I think it starts off with an appetizer. You cook cauliflower, broccoli, apples, bread, and the cheese. Then they bring a salad. Then they bring out like a broth that you cook different cuts of meat. So you have like steak, shrimp, salmon, ravioli, chicken. It's really good. And then they finish off with chocolate fondue. You dip all types of different desserts. So this was a great little birthday treat. The second day for my birthday, we went out to brunch on the water. I just ate a simple salad because I knew we were gonna go out to eat that later that night. And this is a tip, if you all like to go out to eat, but you don't like to spend a lot of money going out to eat, if you try to go during happy hour or brunch/lunch times, they usually have a really great menu where the prices are like half off and you still get to have that experience of dining and going out without like a heavy paycheck for dinner. So that's just a tip. If you like to go out, if you're a foodie and you like to go out, because my partner and I, that's like our favorite thing to do together, is we love to go out to nice restaurants and review them and see, you know, what are the best eats locally in town. But it can get costly, obviously. So going for lunch is a great, you know, that's a great little tip. I came home, I took a little nap, and then we went out to eat to this steakhouse where we had some delicious steak. And that was basically my birthday. My partner did bake this delicious apple pie for me, which I had with some ice cream, and it was amazing. So that was my birthday weekend, you all. That was just a little bit about aging. I'd like to dive a little bit more into aging and growing and just growing as a human on my channel, but I'll start with that. And let me know if you resonate with it, if you have fear of aging. Like, my anxiety towards aging got so bad to the point I was Googling and on YouTube watching videos of people who also have anxiety over aging and just learning different ways to cope with it and how to accept it. So if you're somebody and it's like a real thing that you're dealing with, be sure to leave a comment below. I'd love to start a community of people where we can kind of lean on one another and talk about these things, because I think a lot of times as women, you know, our youth and our beauty is really pushed in this culture. And I think aging scares us because we feel like we're losing that in a sense. So I'm here to go against that. So I'm here. I don't want to have that way of thinking. I don't want to live my life with that type of fear. I'm gonna make these years the best years of my life, and I invite you to do that with me. If you liked my video today, please like, share, and comment, and go follow me on all my social media channels if you wanna see more of me. All right, bye guys.